Hello everyone and welcome to this deck walkthrough video for my new deck, Divine Masculine, the Silence. So I wanted to come upstairs into George's room to do this reading because I'm in the Enchanted Wood, and obviously this deck is connected with being in nature, so I really thought it would be really fitting to kind of come up and do it in here. So I'm going to talk you through the deck. I'm going to show you all the cards and explain why they're channeled this way, and it's also a reading for you too. So if you're guided to any messages, you know that they are for you. And this is a big deck. Okay, it's a glossy deck as well, so the durable cards, and there's 130 cards in this deck, and I didn't intend for it to be this big. I intended for it to be about 88 cards, and then the messages just kept flowing out. The Divine Masculines have got so many things that they want to say to the Divine Feminine when they are in the silence. And I called it the silence because the silence is when they go quiet, when they're blocking you. Not responding to your messages, quiet, shutting down, being defensive. This is the reason why. So I created it this way because, I wanted you to see what the masculines go through, that when they are silent, it's not that they are enjoying their lives and having fun. They're deep in thought. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They're going through their feelings. So sometimes they go outdoors into nature to feel more at peace. And they're guided to go within themselves and to feel, their own energy, to explore their own true self. So it's a journey of self, like going within, self-love, self-worth, and, finding self, seeking self. And we do that sometimes in nature. So this is the green energy. The green energy is very much connected with healing. And the energy of Archangel Raphael bringing a healing into your twin. And you can see there he's praying. So, he's asking for help. He may not understand that he's in prayer, but he's definitely asking for some form of assistance. Even if that's from his higher self, to help him to understand his journey and his mission. And the same card is on the back. I've got the same image on both sides because, he's deep in thought, he's praying, he's got his eyes closed. So he's going within and thinking. And in the silence, that's where the magic happens. In separation, it's preparation. Separation heals. It's very healing. If they're blocking you, they're processing. They're exploring their own mind, their true self. So if your masculine is quiet with you, it's because he's working out how he feels. He's working out what to change, what to do. So never take it personally. Always see it as a good thing because it means something is shifting and something is changing. And obviously, if you want to understand more about separation, if you go to the playlist, you'll find series on that and, the reasons why the masculines do what the masculines do. So this is a big deck and I'm going to talk about it. So it says Divine Masculine, the Silence, and it's got my name at the bottom there. So I'm going to go through it card by card. So the first is my heart is always with you. So even when the masculines are quiet, even when they are distant with you, they're always thinking of you. Their heart is always with you. Never ever doubt that Divine Feminine. And I will unblock you soon. So if they've unblocked you and you pull this card, find peace, knowing that they will unblock you soon. And blocking you, it's not just always on social media, or it's not just always blocking your number. It's blocking you from, communicating. If they shut down the feelings, that's blocking you. Or they go distant with you. So when you get this card, use an open mind. If you're not on social media and thinking, well, they haven't blocked me, so how can they unblock me? It's about unblocking the connection, wanting to communicate with you, wanting to show you their truth. We've got, I'm sorry for blocking you. It was just easier for me. So sometimes it's easier for them to shut you out, to block you, to shut you down so that, you're not there, so they can go within. It's how they handle things. And I didn't mean to block you. And now I don't know how to undo it all, but I'm working it out. So this is when they start panicking, and they think, oh no, I've stopped communication, or I've blocked it, or blocked him. What do I do? So this is a bit of panic coming through from your twin here. We've got, I didn't mean to say what I said, and now I can't take it back, and I'm panicking. So if they've said some nasty things or said some things they certainly didn't mean, they're now regretting it and they're starting to panic when you pull this card. I'm talking to you in my mind. So they're already having the conversation that they want to have with you in their mind. They're talking to you, asking you questions, working it out. I need to forgive myself. So when they're quiet, they're forgiving themselves for the things they've done, the things they've said, the way they've treated and hurt you. And you have done nothing wrong. So this is a big sign to not take it personally. That you haven't done anything wrong. In fact, you've done everything right because you're the one that's triggered their spiritual awakening. I want to reach out and tell you how I feel. So they want to reach out to you. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to express themselves. They're just waiting for the right time and they're finding the way. My partner is a good person and I'm struggling with causing pain. So if the masculine is with someone else, they're saying here, the partner is a good person. This is saying they don't want to hurt that person. Even if you see all the bad things about that relationship and they see that too, they're struggling with causing pain. They're saying, that person was a soul teacher to me and I'm struggling with causing them pain. So this is about patience and calm. They will do what they need to do, but for the feminine, you must be patient. And I'm thinking of the children. So if they're silent, they're thinking of the kids. If they've got children, they're thinking of the kids. And if they haven't got kids and you pull this, they might be thinking of, having children, or they may be thinking about their own inner child or other people's children. So always read it through your intuition. But they're thinking of the children. They're trying to put other people first. I need to find a solution to move this forward. So the reason they're silent when this card comes out is because they need a solution. They're trying to find a way out, or they're trying to work it out, and they want to be able to move towards you with an answer. I feel guilt over my situation. So especially if they're with someone else, or they've got kids, or they're dealing with something, they're feeling guilt and they know they need to heal that. Please be patient with me. So they're asking you to not give up. They're just asking for a bit of time, a bit of space for you to be patient while they do what they need to do. I'm preparing to come forward. So finding the way, preparing to move it forward, to show you how they feel, to break the silence. And I'm making love to you energetically. So this is what happens on the 5D. When they are closing their eyes and dreaming of you, dreaming of touching you and feeling you and experiencing that type of connection with you. I'm waiting for the right time. So it may not yet be the right time. So they're waiting for the right time. And that could be, when their karmic partner isn't around. It could be when they feel better. It could be when they feel stronger, or when they feel ready to express themselves. I'm frustrated about my life. And, they deal with a lot of insecurities, the divine masculine. So when they go quiet, it's because they're frustrated. They're not angry at you. They're angry at the self. They're frustrated at the self for living that lie. And I'm hurting inside and need time alone. And that's time alone from everyone. Not just you, but from their karmic partner, from their kids, from their job, from their own life. It's like they're running away from themselves. Your light lights me up. You light me up inside. So this is about your light guiding them home. Your light ignites things in them and it sets them free. And I'm hoping that you will contact me. So sometimes the masculines need a sign. Sometimes they're kind of wishing and hoping that you are the one that initiates contact. Even if you do that and they're still quiet, they're still, glad that you did that. So this is a reminder sometimes to make the move. And, they're giving me as well that I couldn't get the words out. So sometimes they can't find the right words, or they're worried about you rejecting them. So they hope that you do it. They hope you're the one that reaches out. You make me happier and healthier. So why am I running? I feel like such a fool. So they know that when they're with you, they feel better. They feel happier, healthier. They feel helpless sometimes to express this to you. But they feel happier and healthier, and they're like, I feel like such a fool. When I'm with this person, I feel amazing. So why am I running away? So they're also dealing with their own issues about being a fool. Why do you want me? Insecurity there. Why would you, this amazing person, want someone like me? So they're also releasing that fear. The age gap makes me anxious but doesn't turn me away. So if there is an age gap, and there's one between me and my twin flame, 19 years, It may make them anxious at first, but it doesn't turn them off from you. It doesn't turn them away. So if you're worried about the age gap, don't think that that's why they've run. They're dealing with their own insecurity. It's not you. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right. I never forget you. Remember that. So if they seem to have forgotten you, they never forget you. And what they're really guiding to me to as well with these cards, they show me that like an eye. So I feel this is also a big sign that their third eye is opening. That they are connecting with you. They can always see you and feel you. I am healing my wounds. So deep emotional wounds are being healed in the silence. I wasn't ready to face it. Forgive me. So whatever they couldn't face up to, they weren't ready to. So they're asking there for forgiveness. Very powerful. It's not you, it's me. I love you. So you're being reminded there to not take it personal. Okay, it's not you, it's their issue, it's their challenge, it's their wound that's been healed, and they do love you. Our separation is temporary, so it's only temporary. So if you're really worried or anxious and you pull this card, it's another sign to relax and breathe. I will see you again. So you will be together, you will see each other together again, no matter what. And I'm focused on work, so you may wonder why they're silent. Maybe you're thinking they're spending time with someone else, or, what are they doing? And they're just busy with work. So I'm focused on work. Maybe they have a project they need to complete or something they need to do, and they're focused on that. I'm annoyed at myself. So he's annoyed at himself for not behaving properly or respecting you properly or at the right time or giving you what you deserve. So he's annoyed at his situation, at his own life. I want to be able to marry you, love you, and give you the world. So he's gone within to work out how he can find a solution, how he can make this possible and do what he knows he needs to do. I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Give me time. So he's saying, just give me some time. It's not you, it's everyone. I can't be around anybody right now. I just need time. I need time to face things. We've got you and my future, even if I have said otherwise. And the masculines do that. They come out with all kinds of strange things through fear and insecurity and doubt and their own illusion. So even if they've told you it's never going to happen, they're never going to leave, they're never going to do this or that, they're saying you are my future, even if I have said otherwise. So that's another reassuring one. I'm not ignoring you, I'm working out what to say. So when they don't reply to you straight away, or they leave you on read, or they go quiet, he's saying here, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just working out what to say. So that's another message about being patient. I'm working out what to say to you. Okay, so he's working it out. So these go hand in hand, but the reason that there's two is because one's like when you worry, when you think they're ignoring you, and he's like, I'm not ignoring you. So he's kind of acknowledging that. And this is saying, I'm just working out what to say to you. It's nothing to worry about. The thoughts get too much in my head and I have to go away a while. I have to go away while I sort them out. So, he's running because he needs to process his feelings. That's why when the masculines go quiet, they go silent, they're ignoring you, blocking you. They're not blocking or ignoring you. They're just having to go within and face their own self, It's like they're facing the fears. They're trying to process everything. Let me sort things out and I will be back. So another message to give them time and space and room to do what they need to do, and then they will be back. I don't want to hurt you anymore. So sometimes they go away while they are in that energy where they're dealing, they're in low vibration, they're causing you pain. So the masculine thinks, okay, I need to stop hurting this amazing person. And I need to go away while I sort out how to stop hurting her or what to do. I want you to be proud of me, so I need to change. So he's admitting he needs to change. He wants you to be proud of him because you matter. And in the Divine Masculine 101 deck, you matter. These are all messages about what they think, and what they want to say and all those things. This is about what they're processing in the silence. Everything is triggering me. So he's walked away. He's gone silent because everything is triggering him. Everything, not just you, everything in his life. And really, it's his own self. It's not really you. It's his emotions around you and how he knows he needs to change his life. Your light is my guide. So when you glow up, it allows him to grow up. You know, he finds his way, he's lighting himself up. You are a part of me, and I can always feel you. So even if there's separation and distance, you still feel each other. He still feels you and you feel him. I got scared, so I ran. So he's saying, you know, I just got scared. He got scared of the feeling, the emotion, the intensity, the power of the connection. So he disappeared. I'm dreaming about you. So he's dreaming about you physically, you know, he's visualizing you. So this is also about in the like the waking life. So not just at night. This is when he's visualizing you and, you know, having that kind of feeling of you. And, you know, he's closing his eyes and he's connecting with you. So it's not just about like the dreams at night. You have to trust me. You know, he's saying you have to trust me. And that's a real big one. You know, and that sounds like a command, but it really is a command from heaven to say, you have to trust me. It's like God saying to you, you know, you have to trust me. There is a bigger picture. And your masculine is saying here, you know, this is an unconditional love. I will find my way. So you have to trust me. I need you to forgive me. And that's a need. You know, the masculines are panicking. They're saying, I need you to forgive me. It's all that matters to me right now. I want to fix it. You know they need to fix it, but they want to fix it. So they're saying, I want to fix this. Let me fix this. When I block you, I block myself from the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I'm dealing with my fear. So he's saying, you the best thing that has ever happened to me. Why have I done that? So this is also dealing with the fear, you know. And they're giving me fear as I'm tapping in with this. So, you know, when the masculines are blocking you, they're blocking the self. They're dealing with really hard, painful fears. Give me time, I will contact you. So it just needs a little bit of time. So this card is again reassurance that all is well. What if I don't fit into your world? So there's insecurity there. If they don't fit in with your family, your friends, your lifestyle, who you are. So there's insecurity. That's fear of the unknown. Oh, what if I don't fit into your world? So it's easier to remain in my comfort zone. What if you don't want me? You know, he's thinking there, what if I leave my life and then you turn around and dump me? You don't want me. It's a irrational fear. I'm spending time outdoors. So he's outdoors doing his thing. You know, and that's why I've really been guided to come up here because, you know, I'm really feeling this energy. You know, it's magical. So when he's spending time outdoors, it's magical for him. I've met you on the astral realm. So, you know, you've had outer body experiences together. You know, you've connected in dreams, but it's gone much further than that. And this is also about the 5D realm and the connection. I don't know what I want. That's what I need to work out. So he's saying, I'm not sure what I want. I don't know what I need. He doesn't know who he is. So he's gone within to work it all out. I need to be financially ready. You know, especially if he's married or he's got kids or he's dealing with something at work. You know, he wants to be able to provide. He wants to be able to make you happy and take care of you. So he's saying, I need to be financially ready. So again, this is about trusting he will find his way. You are the only real thing in my life. So he's living a lie. And he's saying to you, the divine feminine, you are what's real. You know, you are the only real thing that's in my life. And I'm so sorry. You know, so sorry for what I've done, how I've hurt you, how I've caused you pain. I'm so sorry. And we will be together at the right time. I've just dropped that on the floor. Let me pick that up. We will be together at the right time. So it's another sign there to trust in divine timing and to let go and breathe. I'm going over in my head the things I've done and it pains me. So everything he's done, all the ways he's hurt you and caused you pain and done you wrong, it pains him. You know, when he hurts you, it gives him physical pain. And we will be together. You know, we will. Very big, bold letters there. We will be together. And even though some of these cards sound repetitive, the message is so different. You know, this is like a command again. It's like him being very forceful, saying, we will be together. You know, there's no doubt in his head there that you guys will be together. He just knows he needs to work it out. I'm healing my addiction so I can feel free. You know, not be free, feel free. Feel free to live his life the way he wants to without addiction. And that could be alcohol, cigarettes, you know, it could be cannabis, drugs, it could be gambling, it could be social media, dating sites, it could be anything, you know, or it could just be his own addictive tendencies to his own fear, you know, and his own situation. we've got, you inspire me to become a better person. So you inspire him, you help him, you lead him forward to become better. I'm learning who I am. So in the silence, he's learning, he's growing, he's understanding who he is. I'm afraid of change and the impact it will have on my life. So, he's afraid of the changes, the unknown. It's like Elsa in Frozen 2, into the unknown, okay? So he's afraid of the unknown. I'm not sleeping very well. So he may be having sleepless nights, panic, fears. It maybe he just can't sleep. He's lying there in and out of sleep. And I'm trying to find a way out of my situation. So he's trying to move on. He's trying to find a solution. He's trying to understand in his own mind how he can move on from his karmic situation. I watch your social media to see what you're up to. So he watches you. He's got an eye on you. He's watching your photographs. He's watching your statuses. He's got an eye on you. And if you haven't got social media, he's connecting with you in his mind. What if you don't like the real me? So another insecurity one there. What if you don't like who he really is, the real him? His true self. So it's fear of being authentic. It's hard for me to not share this particular date or time of the year with you, so I disappear until it's over. Now that could be a birthday, a celebration, Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving, anything that he's dealing with. It could also be, something he's going through in his own life, so he's struggling. So he's saying, I have to just leave you alone for a little bit while I deal with that. And it's hard for me to be around you right now because of my responsibility. So if he's got children or he's in a relationship or he's dealing with something at work, he's saying, I'm struggling right now because I have other things to deal with. I'm processing. And that's the big one, that's the one they've always told me, that when the masculines are quiet, silent, blocking you, ghosting you, they're just processing. And it's as easy as that. And I wish I'd have known that during my times of separation, because it would have made things a lot easier. But again, we have to all learn, you see. You do matter to me and I do care. I just struggle to show it sometimes. So he may be distant and quiet because he's struggling to show his emotion. But you do matter and he does care. And I'm trying to heal my insecurities about the way I look. So he does worry about the way he looks and the way that you see him. He worries that, is he attractive to you? He worries about all these things. And I'm afraid that I won't be what you expect me to be. So he's worried that you may have high expectations of him, and he's working on that. I'm waiting until I feel better. So this is about gaining confidence, strength, feeling better within himself. I'm feeling overwhelmed by the way I feel about you. So in his head, he can't cope. So he's gone inside himself to work it all out. I'm trying to heal my insecurities about the habits I have that you may not like. So maybe he does something, he could have something like OCD, or he could have a habit that you might not like, and he's struggling with that. He's thinking, I wonder if you'll accept me for who I am and the things I do. I'm too angry right now, let me cool down. Now that may not be anger at you, it could be at his own self. It usually is, his frustrations, his karmic life, things he needs to change. So he's saying, I'm just angry, let me cool down and I'll be back. I'm dealing with my family situation so I can be there for you. Okay, that means he's ending his karmic situation, he's sorting out his children, he's dealing with things. It could even be family, like immediate family, brother, mother, sister, brother, father. He's dealing with something. It will always be you. So it will always be you no matter what. Nothing can ever stop the love. You're meant to be. And I'm researching our connection. So he's trying to find out what it is. Maybe looking online, being guided to things, he's seen signs. So he's saying to you, he's researching it, he's looking into it. And I'm reflecting on my life. So he's reviewing things in his life. He's realizing where he needs to change. He's working it out. You inspire me to change my life. So, he wants to change his life and you inspire him to do that. He wants to make you proud. He wants to be with you. And you inspire me to follow my dreams. No one else does that for him. You inspire him to be a better person, to work on himself, and to also work on his goals and his dreams and all the things he's always wanted to do. I'm stressing over finances right now. So he might be really struggling with something. He could be struggling with paying bills or getting out of debt or something at work, or, something to do with obligations like kids or family. So give him time. You asked me to leave you alone, so I am, and it hurts. So maybe in the heat of rage, you said, leave me alone. And maybe you didn't mean it, but he's took that to heart and he's trying to. So he's saying, it hurts me that, I'm trying to leave you alone. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm sorting out my karmic ties. So anything he's tied to, it could be a relationship, children, family, a job, a situation, a home. He's trying to sort it out. And you may not like the real me. So again, insecurity about being his true self. He might think that, he's only showing you a part of himself, and he's worried that, will you love all of him? When I'm quiet, I'm always thinking of you. And that's a big one for the masculines to admit, that you're always on their mind no matter what. I keep seeing 1111, and this one came through big, because that's a big message about awakening and doors opening and opportunities and about keeping the faith. And 1111 is also a message about compassion. So you're being reminded to have compassion at this time. I am struggling to cope with the pressure. So he's receiving pressure. Could be from his karmic partner. Maybe it's from you. Maybe you're saying, okay, you need to decide. You need to make a change, you need to understand. And he's just like, ooh, I just need some time to work it out. I'm still growing up and you are so mature. Why do you want me? So this can also be connected with an age gap. If you're different ages, if he's the younger one, he sees you as very mature and he's like, wow, why do you want me? What do you see in me? But this is also about how spiritually immature he can be, and that you seem to be this wise one. And he's like, wow, how does this goddess or this amazing man or amazing woman want with me? So again, it's his own insecurity, and he knows he's growing up. I will contact you when I'm ready. So that's kind of like very clear, a bit abrupt there, but he's saying the truth, leave me be and I'll contact you when I'm ready. I'm processing my feelings. So he's not just processing, he's processing his feelings, how he feels about you, the way he feels about his life. And I'm communicating with you through music. And this is a big one for the masculines. They're always communicating with you through music, through the signs that you see, through the things that you hear. I'm talking to you telepathically. So, when you've heard him talking to you, it's real. When you've heard his name and, a name or something pop in your head, it's coming from him. He's reminding you. So again, his name, maybe you've seen his name, and that's his way of communicating with you telepathically. They're giving me fear, thank you. So the angel's saying whenever you're in fear, you will receive a telepathic message from your twin. I read every message. So if he doesn't reply, he's still read it. Okay, he's reading it over and over again. I read every message. I'm sleeping on the sofa. So if he's in a karmic situation, he's not sleeping in that bed. And he's letting you know that. Please trust that I will find my way. So he will find his way to you. This is about you trusting him. He'll find his way when he's ready, when he's learned his lessons, when he's done what he needs to do. I'm still working it out, give me time. So he just needs a little bit more time to work it all out. The differences between us scare me but excite me too. I'm accepting that. So whatever they are, they could be, a religious belief, it could be some some social thing, anything it is, an age gap, country divide, something that's in the way or something that seems different. He's saying to you, it does scare me, but it excites me at the same time. And, I'm accepting that. So it's not that that's keeping him away from you. My circumstances need to change before we can be together. So maybe he needs to be free. Maybe he needs to be financially free. Or he needs to just feel more himself. He needs to understand who he is more. So he's saying, I just need to change. He's saying, my partner and I live separate lives. So if he's with someone else, it's separate lives. They're not together. It's not a relationship. So, that's a message to put your mind at rest. I'm trying to calm my mind. So he goes silent to calm his mind. And, we do that too. If something's stressing you out and, panicking you, the best thing to do is to have some time out to calm your mind. I'm frustrated about what I have not yet achieved. So, he feels guilty about his life. He's beating himself up about the past. And he's angry at himself, because he hasn't achieved what he wants to achieve. Especially if he sees you living in your light and being authentic and even being successful. It makes him think about what he wants to achieve in his life, but you inspire him to follow his heart and follow his dreams and be his true self. I look at your pictures to feel close to you. So if he can't look at you physically, he will look at you virtually. He'll look at your pictures on social media. He's got a filing cabinet about you in his head. It says that in the Divine Masculine deck. Maybe he's got pictures of you on his phone or on his email or hidden somewhere, and he's looking at you to feel close to you. I'm acting crazy because I'm jealous. So he does act jealous, he does act crazy. Maybe he's walked away because he's jealous, and that's his way of dealing with it. Maybe you're not even aware that he's jealous, but he's saying that to you. I'm acting a bit crazy because I'm jealous. I'm starting to believe. So he's believing in the power of love. He's believing in twin flames. He's believing in the connection. And I'm planning how we can get away. So he wants to get away with you. He may want to take you to a holiday destination. He may want to get away for a few days, or he may just want to kind of pick you up in his car and go and sit somewhere with you. But he wants to be just with you. I want a new life with you. That's what I'm thinking about. So he's trying to work out how he can begin again. He wants a new life with you, and he's trying to get an idea of how he can do it. Not just how he can do it, but finances and solutions and all the things that the masculines need to do. The words won't come out. I need time to open up. So he's trying and he wants to get the words out. He wants to open up, but they can't come out. So this is about giving him time. I'm not running from you. I'm running from myself. Isn't it silly? So he's even admitting to himself how silly it is. He's saying it's so silly, but I'm running from myself. So he's dealing with it. What if you reject me? That's a big one for the masculines. What if you reject me? What if you don't answer the phone? What if you don't want me? Fear, what if? It's all ego. I'm feeling overwhelmed by the desire and passion I have for you. So, he's feeling very intense about his feelings. It's driving him a bit mad, and his body's acting weird. So he has to go away to understand it. I deny my feelings because they scare me. So he's never felt like this before, Divine Feminine. So his feelings scare him. So he's gone within to work it out. You mean more to me than anyone ever has, and I'm learning what that means. So he has to learn. What does that mean for me? What does it mean for my life? My purpose, who I am. So he's going through a lot of questions. Somehow I know that you will always be in my life. So he knows that it doesn't matter how much time you spend in separation. Doesn't matter if you go, in different corners of the world, you will return to each other. And he knows that. He's saying, somehow I just know that we'll always be together. Says, it destroys me that I have destroyed our love. So he feels like he's destroyed the love, and it destroys him. Destroy, it's a really harsh word. Destroys. But when you get destroyed, you get rebuilt. I'm praying for help. So he's aware he's praying here. He's aware. And I'm asking for help, 2 different cards, because in one card he's aware that he's praying. So this is a big sign that spiritually he knows he's speaking to a higher power. And I'm asking for help means he's just saying, help me. He's asking for help. It could be from his, family, friends. It could be from a boss or a colleague, or even you. Or it could be just praying. But one is about the divine and one is about physical help too. I'm connecting with my true self. So he's gone quiet and he's gone outside, or he's gone in nature, or wherever he's gone to connect with his true self. I'm finding myself. So in the silence, he's finding himself. He's learning his lessons. I have a lot going on right now. So it might just be that he's busy. He's busy. He's got a lot going on. It may be nothing at all to do with you. And I keep seeing 555. So when I was channeling this, they were the 2 sets of numbers, 1111 and 555, because that's the changes number. Radical change, big change coming in. So he's seen the 5s because he knows he has to kind of make a change in his life. And he's saying, I'm ready for change. So he knows he's ready, especially if he's seen the 5s. I'm always receiving signs that I belong with you. So he knows that. He knows he belongs with you, and he's always receiving the signs to, to kind of validate that to himself. Your voice, accent, smell, and name pops up everywhere in my life. So how can I forget you? So your uniqueness is given to him constantly. He's reminded of that constantly. Your smell, your perfume, aftershave. If you've got a very unique accent or, a very unique name or something like that, it will pop up to him. My partner knows about us, and I'm trying to deal with that. So if this one comes up, the other woman or the other guy knows that he's in love with you, and he's trying to deal with it. He's trying to sort it out. So all a big message about giving them time. So that's the divine masculine, the silence. So, when you use this deck, use it with love, use it with your intuition, and always go within. And if you get a card and you're not sure, say it's something to do with kids and he hasn't got kids, or something to do with a partner and he hasn't got a partner, always use your intuition. If you're struggling to know, use another deck and it will clarify it for you. But the cards will answer what you need to know. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.